Hello, this is an Ed Seiler upright piano made in 1934, 129 centimetres tall. Just come into stock, so just want to see what sort of work we might need to do to refine it. We've already done some of that, and also to appreciate the piano. It's a fine instrument made in southern Germany and really to the highest possible specifications. As you can see here, it has a light that you can pull out to shine on the music. That's something that modern Forex have copied. I'll come back to the light later on, but just to look at the piano in general, it's got ivory keys. They're slightly yellowed, as you can see, and I think that fits in well with the casework. We've already buffed them. We could scrape them, make them less yellow, but I don't think that's what we would like to do, unless you particularly wanted that. There's the original cello. It was sold in Germany originally, and we bought it in the UK, not far from Oxford, actually. The piano was originally sold in Konstanz, that's in southern Germany, and I think it was made in Kitzingen at the time, which is just a bit north of there. It's got excellent legroom, as a lot of German pianos have. We've mentioned that many times before. German pianos tend to have a lot of legroom, so if you're tall, that's useful. And the pedals slope downwards slightly, so that's even better. It's got a top quality Renner action, as top quality German pianos tend to have. And if we look at the inside, it just looks perfect. So the condition is tremendous. It's not really had much hammer wear. Let's have a look at the hammers. You can see it has been played a bit, but just slight indentations on them really, and we'll fine regulate it, though it is already well regulated actually. So that's very encouraging. There's all the medals. When I saw all this, I thought it was an older piano, but in fact the style of it does date it to 1934. There's the last date we have there. And we have the serial number on the side here. That's often the case with top quality pianos, have the serial number on the side. And it's also on the soundboard. If we look down there, we can see it there. Soundboard does also have this image of the factory and some medals, and made originally in Liegnitz, I think you say, and that was in Silesia, so it moved later on to Kitzingen, I believe. Inside the lid of the pianos, they've also got a list of prizes, so one of the very top firms that's ever been making pianos, really. Going back to the light, we had wondered if it was retrofitted, but we've found one other piano almost identical. So let's say that Seiler fitted it in their factory. If you any more information on that would be really useful to know and learn. So we fitted it with LED lights here because the bulbs were too strong. They were heating up a lot, and they were actually managing to burn the casework here on the top. It doesn't show on the front, but you can see that little, I don't know if the whole thing's a burn mark, but certainly that's been cleaned up since. There's a bit charred there. What happens if you pull them halfway out, then they actually come onto the casework like that, and so the bulbs were burning the case. There's the bulbs we found in it, one 15 watt, one 25 watt, and the LED ones are 5 watts, so they don't heat up as much. So the main work we've done on this piano is just fine regulation, improving the casework and replacing the bulbs with LED bulbs. And the touch of the piano is already exceptionally good. So we'll see if we can refine it any more, but I think really fine-tuning, obviously, and voicing is something we'll always do at the last minute. And if you have any specifications, please do let us know. But the piano is just an exceptional instrument. So let's compare the tone with some other pianos. This is a Yamaha U1 made in 1970. And a new Forex 122. And a Backstein Model 7 made in 1911. So that's a Seiler upright piano, 129 centimetres tall, made in 1934. The touch is just as good a touch as you can get on any piano, certainly as good as a new piano. I highly recommend it if you want to study the piano or if you just enjoy the tone of the piano. The thing about these older German pianos is they have such a rich, warm tone. If you listen to the bass, right down to the bottom note, it just sings. Very inspiring to play. If you're interested in the piano, please do write to us, info@robertspianos.com. Thank you very much for listening.